Hello my friend, and welcome back to a new spring clean and decluttering video. I got the urge to purge and tackle the mess in our drop zone. I mean, guest bedroom. Seriously though, it did become a total drop zone, which you will see in a minute. But before we can get into that, I needed to find the motivation by tackling my ripple effect chore of making our bed. I have not been sleeping very well for the last few months, which I talked about in my weekly newsletter. So we got a new duvet cover to test out in hopes that it would keep me cooler and just help me sleep. This was gifted to me from Olive and Crate. We've been sleeping on them now for a few weeks, and again, I do love how soft they are. I will leave a link down below if you are interested in them. All right, the next place we're going to tackle is this room. Tell me I'm not the only one whose spare bedroom turns into a drop zone. As you can see in the cabinet there, we still have Christmas decor. Like, what are the reindeer doing there? So we're gonna go ahead and take down all of the Christmas and winter decor so that we can get some more spring decor set up, which won't be in today's video. There's way too much cleaning and decluttering to do today. This turns into the drop zone, so that just needs to go back into the garage. You'll notice I have boxes over there. Those were for some returns that I need to do. There's another return over there, and I am also actually returning the jeans because I feel like I'm actually losing more weight and they are not fitting me properly. So I am still within the return window. I think I have like 30 days from when I purchased them, and I feel like we're cutting it close. So I gotta do that. We have our old curtains. You guys know, it maybe not, but we did get some new custom curtains for our primary bedroom. And so I took these ones down. We were gonna hang them in this spare room, but I'm gonna get custom curtains for this room as well. So we are going to declutter those. And then these are the books that I recently decluttered. I kind of threw in the spare bedroom. I know I still have some hoarding tendencies. Don't come at me. I'm not a full-blown minimalist. I'm just like minimalist-ish. Anyway, those ones my daughter wants to put back on their bookshelf. These ones she's fine with going into our storage in our crawl space. And so I actually need to get some more containers, which is my struggle right now. I don't have anywhere to put them. So I might actually put them into one of those boxes and just store them down there until I can get to the store to get a Rubbermaid. There is truly just so much to do. So I'm gonna get you set up on the tripod, and I hope that you can get up and clean along with me, declutter with me, or just tackle your mess. Like, whatever you're doing, relaxing, enjoying a coffee. I don't know what it is, but let's go, girl. Go into the crawl space. On this day, I ended up doing all of my returns as well as selling almost all of the items that I had recently decluttered, plus took a whole bag of clothes to the donation center. And honestly, I feel so much lighter. I talked the other day on my Instagram about the notion that if you're constantly organizing but no systems really seem to work for you long term, like that was definitely the case in this room here. So if you're finding yourself in this situation, the solution is you simply have too much stuff and you just need to declutter that space. You will feel such a huge weight lifted from your shoulders. So I have a few decluttering tips that I wanted to share if you are overwhelmed and feel like organizational systems just aren't working for you. So you need to declutter before you organize and be realistic. Let go of that idea of perfection. If the item is out of place, one of two things needs to happen. Number one, it needs a home, or number 2, you do not need it and it's time to declutter it. Try not to overcomplicate it and overthink it. It's really that simple. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to get that done. Honestly, I just like, maybe it's the sunshine because like we've been so gloomy here where I live in Canada, and so it's just really nice to have the sun shining. I'm getting super motivated and inspired, and so I feel like when I get this urge to purge and the motivation hits, I'm just super productive. So let's continue to move through the whole house here, see what we can clean and declutter. We are going to eventually declutter my whole house because like it's gotten bad, really bad. So you're not alone, and I hope that you can take this and use it as motivation and inspiration to get up and tackle your mess with me no matter what you're doing. If you haven't already, let's do it together. Okay, my friend, let's go. We're gonna move over here to the other side of the room. You can see the shelf. It's very empty, but again, we are not going for decorating for spring yet. We are just trying to manage everything in the house, tackling the messes that have just gotten out of control. As I take down all of our winter decor, I'm realizing the lack of spring decor and florals that I have. I've been on the hunt over the last few months and have been slowly and intentionally adding the odd piece here and there, which I did share in a previous video, but I'm looking forward to fully adding those spring touches to our home now that the weather's getting warmer. I do feel like I'm like way behind on the YouTube game in terms of posting spring content, but I'm not rushing anything, and neither should you. Just go at your own pace, my friend. Decorate your home how you want to, not how everyone else is. I must say though, I am very, very inspired right now, and I've had the itch to paint. So my husband and I actually went to the paint store, grabbed some black paint, shut the front door. I'm so excited. And thank you to everyone who sent me your recommendations over on Instagram, which, by the way, shout out if you're not following me over there. I do share a lot more behind the scenes on stories, so come along with me. Anyway, we did start that new DIY project, and I'm hoping to share that in either next week's video or the following week. So make sure that you are subscribed for that, as well as we are going to be getting into more of this spring, like deeper cleaning tasks and decorating content very, very soon. Moving into the entryway, we're not quite doing a deep clean in here, but we are decluttering the shoes and moving everything to clean the mats where they go, because now that the snow has melted, we are tracking in a ton of extra dirt, sand, and debris from outside. So I'm just finding I have to vacuum more often, as I truly hate the feeling of stuff on my feet. I'm also moving their snow gear out of the mudroom and bringing out their spring rain jackets. Again, just starting to kind of get ready for the warmer weather here. I like to tackle these tasks slowly and kind of like in sections to help prevent me from getting overwhelmed. One task that I really wanted to do on this day, but I just didn't have time for, was starting to wash our walls. So we will definitely be doing that, hopefully sooner rather than later. I don't know though, again, like we have just had incredible weather, and this sunshine has been so good for my soul that we've just been at our beach. I had my first paddleboard of the season already, and I just think it's so important to slow down, enjoy life and time spent with your loved ones over the chores. When you've simplified and decluttered your home, it's a lot easier to actually relax and ditch the to-do list on a beautiful day. Trust me, I know. Prior to creating a simple home, I was so consumed by my never-ending to-do list, And if you can't tell, I'm like very type A and I thrive in a tidy and clean environment. So that is important to me, but so is making time to relax and do the things that I love. The truth is, your to-do list will always be there. The chores will always be there, and there will always be something that you feel like you have to do. And I share this with you because if you are feeling this and it's resonating with you, I want you to know that you can make a change and you can have more time to actually do the things that you love doing. Take a load off of yourself, my friend, and try to give yourself some grace. You deserve to be happy and not be totally consumed by your home and your to-do list. Let's work together to make our homes work for us rather than against us. And the first step is by decluttering. I hope that this is inspiring you. Make sure to watch this video next if you are still needing some motivation, and we will see you next week for a longer video. Bye.